Hi friends, it's Lil. I am here to do Elsa and ensemble. So I'm gonna do half my face Elsa, half my face ensemble. So this side is going to be Elsa, this side is going to be ensemble. They both have the same exact base. The only difference is eyes on both of them. So we're gonna get started. If you watched my kind of tutorial on Zoom for the base, it's basically the same thing. Elsa will have a little more highlight on her side, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. So I've already primed my face, but I'm going to put a little bit of this Unseen sunscreen on. I use it to mattify my face and also SPF. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of that on real quick on both sides. Again, this is Elsa, this is ensemble. Okay. All right. And I washed my hands before this, please do so. Right? And then, as I said in the Zoom, I'm gonna go ahead and take my primer. Gonna pop that on my face. And I just do drops. And you don't want the applicator to touch your face. Drops. Here. Beautiful. Put that on. Okay. All right. Once that is all ready and you kind of feel set, I am going to start in my foundation. Just gonna put it on my wrist or on my back of my hand like I did earlier. That way you can just tap into the product. And I'm going to use a buffing brush to apply this all evenly around my face. So, start like this, and we're going to buff it into the skin. Buffing it in ensures it's even, and that you are covering your entire face without leaving yourself with streaks or having it look cakey. So as you can see, I'm buffing it in. Buff, 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 buff. Buff, buff, buff. Buff, buff. Buffing it all in. And you can slow this down if I'm going too fast. Right, and I take a little bit of the leftover product, go down my nose, make sure this is all blended evenly. And down my neck, of course. All right, so this is where it gets a little bit different for the different sides of my face. Miss Elsa, with the concealer, I'm gonna conceal everything. And give her a little bit more of a, kind of a little bit of older look. But with ensemble, I'm just gonna do normal concealer. So I'll show you my concealer. Elsa, I'm gonna do kind of the triangle here. Elsa, I'm gonna go up like that, down my cheek, and chin. Ensemble, a little bit under the eye, a little bit above the forehead, and a little bit down the chin. A little bit on the nose for Elsa. There we go. This one, I'm going to take my face blending side brush, and on this side, this is what I'm going to use. You can also use your finger, but to get it quicker, because it is going to dry fast, is to go ahead and just use a brush, but gently under those eyes, because they are very gentle. Very gentle. Very sensitive under there. Okay. See how it just brightened up my face? Alright, there we go. Go around the corner. Alright, once I'm all blended in, I'm going to bake my face, and I'm going to let that sit until I'm completely done with everything else. So here we go. Take my powder, translucent powder works, or powder the same shade as your skin works as well. Dip my baking brush or blending brush in, and I'm going to pack that under my eyes. And I am looking at a mirror above here. It's gonna look kind of crazy, but you're gonna wipe it away later. And as you can see, Elsa, I packed a little bit more because she did have more concealer on. Right here. And we can kind of blend the ensemble down a little bit because I didn't put much concealer there. And then forehead. so we don't look all greasy and oily. And I'm going to clean up my area a little bit. I've made a mess. Okay, there we go. While that is setting, while we do the rest of our makeup, I'm gonna move into eyebrows real quick. I said before, eyebrows are kind of how you want to do them, whatever kind of makes you feel the most confident for ensemble, do that. For Elsa, I am going to show you kind of how I want you to do the arch a little bit. You just need an angled brush of some sort. I'm trying to find my small angled brush. And as I told you, I use a brow powder, not a pencil or like the dip brow gel. I prefer powder. I feel like I have more control, but that's a personal preference. So for Elsa, you're going to dip into the same color as your eyebrow, of course, same with ensemble, but with Elsa, I'm going to kind of over exaggerate it a little bit by going up and over. So I'm going to show you, dip it into the product here. Here's my mirror, and I'm going to go in, right, and I'm going to go up and down. Carve that out a little bit and go up. And we want to darken Elsa's a little bit more. See the difference? And then I'm going to take my spoolie and I'm going to run that all through and give it some shape. There we go. And then I'm going to give it a little bit more of a square right here, so it looks a little more cartoon-like. Right. Take my spoolie and give it a little bit of a lift. Again, I am looking at a mirror up here. Sorry. All right. Ensemble. Gonna dip into the same color as my brow again, but I'm just gonna fill in where it needs to be filled in. I'm not gonna over exaggerate it. So I'm just gonna fill in where I feel like I need to fill in my brows, which is just right here. And that's it. Take my spoolie. I'm gonna go up through. Beautiful. Okay. Elsa, ensemble. Now, for the eyes, for Miss Elsa, she is going to have purple and blue. Sorry. She's going to have purple and blue. And I'm going to use my James Charles palette, or any palette works, but I just really like these colors specifically. Ensemble is going to have brown and kind of neutral shades that Estelle talked about in the Zoom. But I'm going to do Elsa first. And I'll make this pretty simple and quick. It's not going to be super difficult. First, you want a little bit of a buffer brush or blending eye brush, whatever you call it. And you're going to dip into a transition shade. So my transition shade, sorry, this palette is a little messy. It's going to be this little guy right here. So something lighter. And I'm just going to put that all over my lid and just pop that. And I'm just going to use the mirror from this and pop that onto my lid for Elsa. So you just want to pop it on with a light hand. Again, you hold the brush towards the end and you just have so much more control. I'm just popping that all over my lid and a little bit in the crease. You don't want to define the crease yet. Leave that alone a little bit. Okay. All right. And with the same brush, I am now going to dip into my blue. And for Elsa, I'm going to use this blue, and these two purples, right? So I'm going to dip into the first blue with this blending brush. Tap a little bit of the excess off, and I'm going to pop that right into my crease with the blending brush holding at the end. So we're going to pop that into my crease just to give me a little bit of definition. You can kind of play with that. See how we kind of give ourselves some darkened crease area right there? That's what we want. All right. Darken that a little bit. All right. And then, with a different brush, with a bigger buffer brush or a bigger blending brush, I'm going to dip into the darker purple, and I'm going to pop that all over my lid and pop a pinch of it in this outer corner. So, this darker purple, this little guy here. Pop excess off, pop directly onto the lid. And I'm holding it pretty close right now so I can see with my eyes open, but I'm going to move it back up to blend. Again, it gives you more precision and more control. This palette does have a lot of fallout, so if I do kind of brush stuff away, that is what I'm doing. Okay. And we're gonna blend in. And blend the two together, just a little bit. And then pop the excess on your brush right into the outer corner of your eye. All right. Now, a brush similar to the two of those two, a bigger, really big blending brush. I'm going to dip into that blue again, and we're gonna actually give ourselves some blue. Make it look really blue there. So dip into that blue, tap a little bit of the excess off, but not too much. And light hand in that crease and blend up. It's a little crazy right now, just give me a sec. Okay. If you are not playing Elsa, you can skip through this and go to the ensemble part. I'm so sorry. Just remembered that. Okay. Alrighty. Once that blue is up and blended all the way up, you can see it's all the way up. Looks a little insane right now, but once it's all in that crease, we're gonna add that purple right where everything needs to kind of blend together with a flat brush. So, not that brush, but finding the perfect brush. Here we go. All right, I have a little mini flat brush like this. I'm gonna pop into the sparkly purple and the dark purple. And I need a little bit. There we go. And that is going all over the lid. As you can see there. All right. And all right. Now for Miss Elsa, we're gonna take the same brush in with the sparkly purple again. And we're gonna bring the sparkly purple all the way down our waterline. So from the outer corner, you're gonna connect. Or bring that purple all the way down and connect it towards that outer corner of your eye. And shape up that eye a little bit. It'll make your eye look more open and give you a little bit of a pop. Blend a little bit more up. Right. Okay. And with another blue brush that we use, the same blending brush, we'll pop into the sparkly blue, which is going to take a little bit to get some pigment out on it. There we go. Tap the excess, light hand. Blend just a little bit, not too much, you don't want to go crazy. Just blend that through. And then we leave in that. For a sec, I don't think, actually see. There we go. And I'm gonna blend everything together with the last brush now, but that is how the breakup of the color is, if you can see all three. And then take my last brush back into this guy with I have the purple, and I'm just gonna blend that top together so it doesn't look as crazy. And blend. Okay. Alrighty. once that top is a little bit more blended into your liking, I'm gonna pop our eyeliner on. And I use a liquid liner, but up to you what kind of liner you use. And for Elsa, it's gonna be a little bit more dramatic. If I can get this open. There we go. All right. It's gonna be a little bit more dramatic for Elsa, but for ensemble, it'll be very simple. So for Elsa, I'm gonna draw outwards and connect all the way in, all right? So I start with the outer. There we go, and then I draw in, and I connect. Just like that. And after that, Miss Elsa is gonna have frosty white inner corners. So any frosty white will work. I'm gonna use this one from the gingerbread little palette here, but any frosty white will work. And she's gonna have that in her inner corner and then following up the line of her eyeliner. So take the frosty white, it's this little guy in here, this frosty white, and pop that into your inner corner. Blend it down a little bit and blend it upwards so it's sitting right there connecting to that purple. Opening those eyes a little bit. Popping those eyes, and then we're gonna connect it a little bit with the eyeliner so it sparkles a little bit. And then you will either now put on your false lashes or some mascara. And I'm gonna put on some mascara. And got this one. And I'm gonna run this through my lashes first. I have really kind of weak lashes, but this is just a little lash brush. And I'm running it through real quick, separate them, make sure they're all ready for some mascara. And I'm gonna pop some mascara into my eyes. All right. Just run it through. Right? Elsa's done. Now time for ensemble, which is 3 colors. Very simple. I'm gonna pop in with my little blending brush, and I'm gonna take a transition shade of a light kind of brownish, and I'm gonna pop all of that in my inner corner, or in my outer corner and crease area, and it's gonna look a little like this one. Pop that on the lid and outer corner and crease. So outer corner, lid, crease for all this whole color, and just blend upwards. Again, light hand, blend up. This is ensemble eye now. All right. Then I'm taking this little bit darker color, a little darker brown, and I'm gonna put that in my crease only, and I'm gonna mix it with the lighter color. And I'm using the same brush because if you have one brush, that'll work. You don't have to have thousands of different brushes. And then light hand again, popping that into the crease and blending out. There we go, blend out, blend out. All right. Take my other blending brush real quick. Just give myself a little bit of help there. Alrighty. Alright, once that is all blended, I think the last color for ensemble is a champagne-y little color on top. And I'm gonna go, this doesn't have any of that. I'm gonna go in with this kind of gold champagne color and then pop that all over my lid. And that should be good. Keeping it simple. Pop that all over my lid, the champagne color. A little bit of sparkle. You can blend up into the crease if you so choose to, but nothing crazy. Keep a light hand. Keep the color light. I need my other mirror. Keep this color light, and I'm gonna take a little bit of a darker color to darken that lid just a little bit. And I'm gonna just dip back into that same darker color we used earlier. Same brush. Just darken that lid a little bit, and you are done. There you go. Super simple. And now we're gonna pop some eyeliner on, which is again very simple, but with Elsa I had to drag all the way. You can just do a very simple basic line, and then mascara as well. So here we go. So I just do a baby drag. Just a baby line for this one. Alright. Baby line. And then mascara. And you are done. Elsa, ensemble. And now I'm gonna brush away my powder that I had left. Most of it kind of brushed itself away. I'm gonna put a little bit of highlighter on this side of my face for Miss Elsa. Well, if I could find my fan brush. This brush actually works too. Okay, I'm gonna dip it into a little bit of highlighter. Right above the cheekbone. Take my finger, blend it down a little bit so it's not acting all crazy. A little bit above the nose. This will just be Elsa above the nose. Above the lip, everyone can put that above the lip. And then just for Elsa, go right up here. And blend down. I just use my finger, blend it down so it doesn't look as crazy. And you are set. Lip-wise, I do not have the color for your skin tones that would work. But for Elsa, a deep kind of maybe a mauve. We could also do a lip gloss if that works easier. And for ensemble, kind of a darker lip. But that is all. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Set your face with setting spray if you'd like. You do not have to, but mine is all the way downstairs, but I pretend I set my face with some setting spray. And you guys are all set. Please let me know if you have any questions. Bye.